Hey guys, it's Cody with Homestead, and today I have a super cool video for you. Today I'm going to be teaching you a skill that every homesteader should have in their back pocket. That is how to take common seeds from plants like persimmons and take them from little bitty seeds like this all the way to seedlings. And if you learn how to do this skill, you can take a handful of seeds that you find from your already planted persimmon trees or trees that you find just happen to be growing in the wild, because persimmons are native, and you can turn that into a buttload of trees completely for free. But anyways guys, let's get started. Alrighty, so we're out here and I just got done with kayaking, and what I did was I went out into the back bay where we were able to find some native persimmon trees. And let me just show you what you need to start this off. So first off, you need a ripe persimmon, right? And you know this because of the way the texture is. It's kind of squishy. You kind of see here it's got some give, and if you were to eat it, it would actually be sweeter. Because every kid who's been hunting with their dad knows, my dad did this to me. He's like, yeah, boy, you should eat this. And then your face goes from the tart. But this is what you want. You want a nice ripe persimmon. And what your goal is to get this. This is the actual seed capsule that we're going to be using to get our seeds. So with that out of the way, we're going to go inside. We're going to remove the seed capsules. We're going to give the persimmons to the pigs. They're going to be really happy. And we're going to get this stratification process going. I'll show you how to do that. So let's go do it. So this next part's a little gross, but all you have to do is separate the persimmon fruit from the seeds. And it's going to be a little sticky, a little gross, but it's not that hard. You're not trying to get the seeds out of the seed capsule. You're just trying to get the seed capsule out of the persimmon. So this part can go pretty quick. So after we have these seed capsules separated from the persimmons, we're going to give them a nice rinse. So all I'm doing here is using some hot water to rinse off the excess flesh from the seed capsule. Then you just don't want that stuff floating around when we soak these later, because it'll start to rot, and we just want to give our seeds the best chance. Next, we're just going to put our seeds in the seed capsule in a bowl of water. We're going to let them soak for about 24 to 48 hours, and that flesh in the seed capsule is going to become nice and soft and easy to remove. Hey folks, if you made it this far in the video, please consider liking and subscribing. YouTube creators, especially these days, are always battling that YouTube algorithm. So every little like, every little subscribe helps more than you can possibly know. You can see right here, we have a ton of people watching videos, but not many are subscribers. So we would love to have that number go up some. All right, so we got the pulp off of the seeds here. You can see they're nice and clean, and they've been soaking. So now we're just gonna have them sit out here and dry for about 24 hours. And then we're gonna do up our mixture to our germination mixture. And I'll show you the next steps here in a bit. All right, folks, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put together our seed starting mixture. And what this is gonna be is this gonna be the medium that we're gonna put into this plastic bag here. We're gonna fill it up, put our seeds in it, and this is gonna allow us to germinate those seeds. So we need two things for that. So first off, we need a seed starting mixture. So I just have this Miracle Grow seed starting potty mix here. Nothing special about it. The only reason I went with it is because it's during the fall here and it's hard to find, you know, seed starting stuff, seeing how a lot of garden centers are not open. So what we're looking for, and the reason why we're choosing this, and I'm gonna show you right now, is just how, I'm gonna get you guys down in here, airy and light this stuff is, right? See how light it is? The reason why we need it to be light is because, I'll just do this, they'll get dirty, whatever, is that when the seeds go in here and this gets wet, we don't want this compacted, right? Because if it is compacted, that means the seeds cannot actually get airflow and breathe. Seeds need that airflow so that they can actually breathe and germinate and do the whole process. So this is one of the reasons why we're using this. I'll tell you about the second ingredient in a second. So we're gonna do like a 3-to-1 mixture. So we're gonna go ahead and get 3 parts of our seed starting mixture here in the bag. So we're gonna go a little heavy because we gotta kind of get this, gotta get this bag somehow full. So the next thing that we're actually gonna be using is a coarse soil. So just like I showed you guys with the seed planting mix, this is along the same lines. We need a soil that's not compacted, that is very light and lets the seed breathe. If you use something like play sand, for example, when that stuff gets wet, it compacts really tight. And once again, we don't want that. We want that airflow. It's coarse sand, right? And that's perfect for what we need. We need some coarse sand. So we're gonna get that and just pile it in here. All right, so now that we've got our germination mixture ready, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in here and get this nice and wet. I found a seashell in here. That's what you get for living in a swamp. So we're gonna get this bag of soil wet, and then we're gonna kind of try to drain it out just a little bit. The whole thing is we don't want it soaked. We want it nice and moist, right? Kind of mix that around. And you don't want a mud. You want it still nice and loose. All right, so now that we've got it nice and moist, what I'm gonna do is, just to make sure there's no water standing and this isn't mud, I'm just gonna kind of grip here and turn it upside down. And you can tell we got the right level of moisture because there's nothing running out, right? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our seeds and kind of just place them in here, right? And the thing we wanna do is kind of get this laid out so our seeds can be in here. Right, like, so you see how I got it flattened? Boom, there we go. So now I'm gonna take my seeds and just sporadically place them and lightly cover them with dirt. Boom. You don't want a lot, because what we're gonna do is we want that airflow. Okay, so now we've got everything the way we want it, and we're just going to push all the air out, right? And seal it up. So now that we got the seeds in their little germination container, now we gotta wait. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw these in my refrigerator for 8 to 12 weeks. And now the reason I say 8 to 12 weeks is because a lot of it depends on the variety of persimmon that you have and where you're at in the country, right? So for Virginia, it may be different than South Carolina, North Carolina, or whatever, depending on like that particular strand of persimmon. So you can see here, we had a great turnout for the amount of seedlings we have. Look at all these guys. So for these seedlings to be at this stage, this is about 16 weeks after the last time we saw that video. So these seedlings definitely have some good growth on them. And I do need to get them out and start kind of hardening them off. But yeah, you can see we had a almost 100% yield of our methodology of getting these seedlings good to go. Some of these ones, like right here, I pulled those guys because they were really weak. But overall, a super great turnout. So now that we got those seedlings, we're gonna wean them off with the weather, get them outside, bring them in at night. That way they get adjusted to the cold and the heat and the fluctuations that are going on throughout the day. But we're gonna get those things planted. In a few years, we're gonna have more persimmons than we know what to do with. Right, Matthew? Matthew likes persimmons. It's kind of funny to see him be nice because he's always trying to like spur us and be a jerk. But he got beat up by our gander today, so that's pretty funny. But anyways, guys, if this video has helped you out and you've learned something today, be sure you drop that like and subscribe. But anyways, this has been Cody with Home to Homestead. Out here.